the edge. On the edge.
With Sonji on the Coyote Man Show Network.
On the edge.
With Sonji on the Coyote Man Show.
Hello, everybody.
Hello.
Hello.
What's up?
Is this on? Can y'all hear? Y'all know my voice be low always. It's like, dang, what's wrong with her? She got technical difficulties. She's on the daggone mic. She's on the engineering side. Y'all can hear me, right?
Yeah.
Holla if you hear me.
Yes, welcome everybody on the edge with Sonji.
T. Majestic Ra.
Uncle Shelton in the building. Yeah.
Listen,
Yeah.
yes, Uncle Shelton got the thing going red. Like, you know, it goes red when it's like over the top loud.
Yeah.
Uncle Shelton now he in the yellow. Let me bring him back.
Damn.
That's right. What's going on?
That's what
Uncle
I do.
Shelton?
Ain't nothing. I'm hot.
Then you hot. Oh.
Can't
Uncle
get no
Shelton
hotter.
On a Warriors jersey.
He did.
Warriors come out and play. I don't know what he got on. I know he got a tank top on.
He always
Oh,
had on
yeah,
the
I
tank
stay with
top,
the
a
tank.
jersey.
Yeah. It's hot.
I was one of them tank tops back in the day when you first started watching basketball and they had them shoots all the way.
Long as it ain't a white, long as it's not a wife beater.
No white beaters.
No wife beaters.
Yeah.
Majestic Rock
Why they
got
call
one.
it that? Why they call it wife beaters?
I always wonder why they call it white.
Because the guys who used to
Beat
beat
their
their wives
wives.
always used to have the little white
I
t-shirts.
heard of that story, but I'm like, why they keep
Yeah.
calling it that though?
Because
That's
that's
what
It's
it
supposed
is.
to be a white undershirt.
it's a t-shirt.
tank top.
It's a t-shirt. It's a tank top.
It's not a tank top
It's
because
not?
it's really thin. It's like an undershirt.
It's an undershirt. It's
Well,
it is.
It's an
a
undershirt.
Sound
t-shirt.
better than wife.
They wear it. Yeah, I didn't know if it was a wife beater or white beater. I didn't know what it was. White
A
beater.
wife beater.
I
So
think
you
it's
just see
know.
some
white.
random guy with a wife beater on, you assume, oh yeah, he beat his wife.
Well, I'm just
No, I'm
saying.
saying.
If you look a
If
little
all you do is watch
suspect.
movies.
Sucks bad.
What you got on?
Right.
I think Majestic Rock got on a wife beater.
I do. I don't know how you know, but I do. It's blue.
You get past it.
No, you have on a
It was white.
t-shirt.
Yeah, right, a t-shirt.
You have on a
Tank top.
t-shirt, a tank top.
Yeah.
Yeah, if it
This
was
wife beater is white.
Yeah, if it was white.
It's like a
Oh.
Hanes Fruit of a Loom
Oh,
type of
okay.
thing.
got the
Yeah.
You gotta be
ridges.
white.
It's right.
It got the
okay.
ridges.
Yeah, it gotta be white.
It got the ridges.
Yeah.
The rich.
The undershirt
The
material.
It turned real
Oh yeah,
dingy.
he is the material. He's really the material, but it's
The
just
cotton.
blue.
You got on a suspect wife beater.
Suspect.
Who got the emergency alert?
Sonji, you did that?
Is that me?
No, that
that's
was
Uncle
me.
Shelton over there.
Oh, you're gonna
Yeah.
have a thunderstorm.
Is it thunderstorm, or
Thunderstorm?
Amber Alert?
Nah, somebody. Well,
Yeah, it sounds like that Amber.
that's it. Well, we know it ain't Carly Russell.
Yeah.
Ooh, shots fired! Shots fired!
Dang right. Had to get in there. Now some bullshit.
I did not want to text Uncle Shelton in the group text to say you were right.
You might
I
as well,
knew it was
'cause
gonna
he
come
was-
back.
You get what I'm saying?
I knew it was gonna come back.
Cause it ain't even about that. You know, I know y'all our hearts was in the right place. But like I would tell people, it's like certain things just don't jive right with me.
That's
you know,
right.
you don't jive right. You don't get dropped off. When if I took you, you better how you find your way home.
She was.
You don't know where you was to find your way home. No, Sonji. No.
Oh, Lord.
How the heck you know where you at?
You know
Because
when
you
say
never
no,
left.
Sonji.
I'm shutting up. Well, you know what, Uncle Shelton? You are officially the urban
Lead investor.
legend whisperer.
Urban legend whisperer.
These people
Man,
word.
listen, when I saw that mess, I was like, man, lady, why? You just set us back. You just set us back, honey.
Killing me.
T, I believe a lot of stuff, and then soon as I text Uncle Shelton, he be like,
Nah.
And then I start researching and find out it is a
Lie.
lie. Every time.
I don't know.
Lying
Uncle Shelton like,
motherfuckers.
we ain't buying it. Don't sell it.
See, I got to say this, T, because y'all, because you wasn't here last week. See, when you get to that Smollett guy,
That's what
Back
you
to the
said?
small
Yeah.
guy.
this motherfucker was on a successful show, making money. He's singing songs. He up there talking about, I got nothing to lose. And you lost every daggone thing because you was doing some dumb trash, some bull jive. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Once that happened, I was like, you know what?
What'd he do?
No.
You don't know nothing about that whole lie he made up that people then robbed him and beat him up.
I
And
want to hear Uncle Shelton say.
oh, all right. His version. Go ahead.
This motherfucker hired T News. I'm gonna say allegedly. I'm gonna say allegedly just for PC purposes. He allegedly hired these two Nigerian dudes to pretty much break up this bull job that he got jacked up. He got hooked up. They was wearing Omega hats. They put a rope around his neck, a noose around his neck, and drew chemicals on him and was doing homophobic slurs at him.
Wow. Oh, man.
This motherfucker is paid. This motherfucker is making albums. We know nothing about Jesse. We know about his sister. We seen his sister on Full House with Michelle talk about you gonna eat your potato chips. We seen his sister. We loved his sister. We know him. We only know him because of Terrence Howard and that Taraji P. Henson on Empire. You know, him being thrown in the trash can because he had homophobic tendencies, putting in women's clothes and stuff like that. That's all we know about Jesse. We like Jesse. This was even before the show was even said to be canceled. We had to suffer a season without his presence because of the bull jive. Because he done pretty much made this doggone hoax up talking about he got beat up and he called 911. You called 911 on dudes that you paid to rough you up.
Majestic Rob.
This some bull jive.
We're gonna have you stay up to date because you just this man already sweating in the daggone.
He even got the Carly yet.
We talked about Carly last week and everything.
And I thank you, Lord. I was not. Woo! I can imagine.
Yeah, we did. I'm gonna play it back for you in a couple seconds. But I did send y'all. What y'all think about the? Now I don't know how old this clip was, but it was just happened to pop up. It's a lot of stuff that's showing up on the internet that's old. They recirculating a whole bunch of lies about Whitney Houston.
Really? Not Nipsey. They better leave her alone.
I'm just seeing the clips. They telling some truth, but then the order of how they telling it is off. You know what I'm saying? And then they're showing the pictures when she was thick. Talking about she was sick then, backwards stuff. You know what I mean? So
leave her alone.
That's how I feel. I feel
leave her alone. Let find somebody else to criticize.
But I've been watching them and they recirculating all that stuff. So they recirculated
the
clip about Eminem with the guy flying around and putting his privates on him. I didn't even know that even existed till I saw it. So my mouth is like, what is going on? Like, what would you guys do now? I got Uncle Shelton and I got Majestic Rob. So if this happened to you, you know what I'm saying, what character would be acceptable for that to happen? Because, this dude, he was kind of a little weird. But, we might have an idol that might be flying up in there. We might be like, oh, okay, they can follow me. You know what I mean? But this guy wasn't it. So
he calls himself a comedian. So he always doing stuff like that.
Yeah, like pranks.
Yeah, pranks and
stuff. What kind of prank is that?
To put your sweaty balls on somebody's neck.
Why she gotta go there with the?
Because listen,
she gotta give you the visual. She gotta give you the visual.
Wow.
Uncle Shelton, as a woman, it's no way that I would even condone a prank of that magnitude. It is total disrespect. Whether the guy goes, swings to the right, to the left, up the middle, down the back, who cares? Whatever he do in his time outside of whatever he does is his business. For you to go on national TV and embarrass this man in that magnitude, I watched the clip twice, 2 times to see if I'm seeing what I'm
Why
seeing.
you had to watch it 2 times?
Because I could not wrap my mind that somebody actually put their sweaty balls on somebody else's back of their neck, flying from the ceiling. Only thing in my mind I could think about is that the sweat is falling from his freaking balls on the back of this man's neck. And he composed himself and walked away. Was great restraint. Because I'm telling you, he tucked and rolled on this man's neck. He tucked and rolled on the man's neck. Like,
see,
come on now.
See, when I looked at the whole clip and then hear him talking, him to say that it was planned,
Ain't nobody.
I believe it had to be planned because there's no way.
I said that too, Uncle.
No way in hell. There's no way. Him find out, you know what? If that was real, it really would have got real because his behind would have been flying up to the heavens or somewhere because he'd be dead if that was real. There's no way you're getting away with that. If they didn't know about that, there's no way you're getting away with that. I don't give a damn.
Knew about that, but it went wrong though. He said
it went wrong.
He said he came down too far. And that's
he knew enough.
So he wasn't in agreement with putting his balls on his neck. That's what you're saying, basically.
Yeah, he wasn't in agreement with that.
Oh, so they never tested this before they did it.
Right.
Oh, okay.
But here's the thing. He knew enough to know that there was going to be ass cheeks.
Thank you.
He knew enough to know that. Because I'm telling you.
Yeah.
And I don't like to be this type of dude, but I'm telling you, if he did not know, to be damn hell was breaking loose. And there wasn't enough dudes or people in the audience that was going to save that man's life that day. Because you put your cheeks in a dude's face unexpectedly. You know what? For 2.5 seconds, I'm going to give you an example. You seen them videos, like granted, they probably planned or whatever case be, I don't know. But you seen them prank videos where the dude up the escalator, he rubbed the other guy's hand on the other side, hey daddy, that type shit. Stuff like that.
Right.
The reaction is going to be 10 times that. You know? It's like you're not going to have your booty in a guy's face unless he like booty. Marry booty.
Right.
And he not trying to kill you.
Do like it. He might not like this guy doing that foolishness.
Right.
Let me tell you.
Yeah.
All right.
They were trying to say
so
he
let's
do like
switch
that.
it around. All right. Listen, that's not the point. I may like a whole lot of things, but
right.
if I'm
it was
in
not the time and
audience
place.
Right.
with a whole bunch of prestigious guests,
Yeah.
entertainers,
You trying to air my dirty laundry out.
actors, all of that, and they're gonna have the ugliest woman. If I liked women, right? If I liked women, the ugliest looking, weirdest woman flying across the air
And put her titties on you.
and put anything on me, even her toe. And even she drop and put a toe on me, she might come back with nubs.
Absolutely.
And it ain't gonna be nobody's fault but hers, because she had no business violating in my space.
Yes.
You entered into the wrong space.
Right.
And that little cord that's hanging, that's
Would've been around
dropping
your
you.
neck.
Yeah, man.
It should have been around.
I'd have took some
Should've been around
scissors and I'd have been
Like,
like, you like
listen.
That really would have been a prank
Listen.
gone wrong.
you like falling down and you can't get back up, man.
It'd be like,
Listen.
get her off of me. Get her off of
I
me.
ain't for it. Ain't nobody for that foolishness.
Mm-mm.
You know what I'm saying? You can hang drop in your house You know what I'm saying? You got the poles set up in your house.
He's
You
always
shouldn't.
And I will-
You shouldn't even signed up for that. You should not, because first of all, you can't
Y'all
control
play
the
too
other
much.
person's reaction,
Yeah.
regardless if I knew. Like to say, if you was going to mush me with a cake or something, and I may have agreed to it.
Yeah.
However, when the time come and it actually happened, and we're in the moment. And I'm like, oh, hell no. How the fuck did I agree to this? And then it goes south.
Yeah.
You cannot control the other person.
Right.
All right, so I got a
I
couple.
will say this.
Go ahead. What'd you say, Uncle Shin? I'm
guess
gonna
that
move on.
means
I'm
you
gonna
kept
move on to
Now-
another subject. But go ahead.
Yeah, it's just a sec. Now, we also have to keep in mind that we talking about a different culture as well.
Man, don't nobody play
It's
around with that.
no. What I'm saying is the same way, kind of similar in fashion, the way, let's say, women interaction with each other. It ain't the same dudes interacting with each other, but then you throw in culture and ethnicity to it. The way they play around
We don't
ain't the
play.
way we play around.
We don't
So
play.
that's relevant. You know what I'm saying? That is relevant.
But you know, he a little half and half. He ain't for all that public
Yeah, but he's still.
The public
He's
embarrassment.
still.
No, he was not supposed to fall. Not down on nobody. Do you know what I'm saying? That's a lawsuit. You don't be hanging and falling on nobody.
I
Yeah, he did
get
admit
that,
part.
but he was
He
still
said
going
he
to be in the
didn't come down
vicinity.
that far.
Whether he fell 2
He was supposed
inches
to been
too
a
low or
fallen
whatever, he was still in the vicinity of a white ass, and he knew that.
He's
Thank
supposed to
you.
be a
He knew that.
He's
Thank
supposed
you.
to be a fallen angel, and he had
The fallen
he had
angel.
some tips.
Well, he knew he was going to be in the vicinity of a white angel ass. He knew that. He might didn't expect to smell butt crack right under his
Not the
nose,
white
but he
angel
knew it was going to be a
ass.
crack there. He knew it was going to be a crack there.
He should have covered. He should have put a diaper on or something.
No, he
that
shouldn't
Cupid-
have did it.
That Cupid
Yeah.
was jacked up.
He should
Yeah.
not have done
He
that.
shouldn't have did it
That
That
stunt should have been a
Cupid-
no-go.
That Cupid was jacked up. It was like
That
no.
damn.
Yeah.
Mm-mm.
I mean, I seen some pranks before. That was enough. That was enough.
He always doing extreme pranks.
But
like
I would have got up and left too, because that's embarrassing.
Yeah.
Man, listen.
Eminem didn't know what to do.
That man.
Yes. Yes. I'd have had to take whatever
You definitely no
lawsuits,
choice.
whatever legal actions that came with it.
Oh,
Yes.
Cut that rope.
Yes, I'd have had to go hire me the best lawyer in town. They go through the books. The judge go call your judge friends. Go call your lawyer friends. Go call your doctor friends. Go call whoever. How much money do I have to pay? Because I'm damn near gonna kill this person.
All right, guys. We went 17. Y'all crazy. Y'all nuts. We done went 18 minutes talking about that foolishness. All right, let's go. All right, let's get for. I want to.
From your
Oh, I
video.
thought that was a show.
Yeah, it is my video. All right. All right, so.
You sent us the craziness and then wonder when we get crazy.
That's right.
I'm just saying. I mean,
She put the battery in our backs.
Exactly.
yeah, that was fun.
You opened the door. Of course, I ran through it. Of course.
Yeah, it was over the edge. It was that was definitely a over the edge moment. And but I did. It was one other thing before I go into one of the topics, and I know y'all gonna get into this real good. The uncle dancing on the internet. Some old uncle guy is all. This must be some type of thing that everybody's just posting their uncles doing some old stupid dancing. Y'all ain't see it?
No.
They look like crackheads.
I haven't seen it.
I didn't see that.
Mm.
Y'all haven't seen them?
No.
Y'all ain't been scrolling.
I seen one with it's this guy and his
And-
uncle.
and
His
he
uncle
was-
always
they-
saying some crazy
They was
stuff. to him.
driving, and they'll be driving sort of like that Kiki, do you love me type thing. They driving, and the guy's out there dancing and doing some little
I haven't
Oh,
seen
no, I
that.
haven't
old man
seen it.
crackhead. Okay, so y'all haven't seen that. That's good, but so it's not as bad as I think. But what about the handicap? I mean, that's starting to get up a bit much.
A bit much.
What,
I
the
sent,
handicap?
I sent Shelton once because Shelton ain't know what I was talking about. But the guy ain't had no legs.
Right. So you talk about equal opportunity and non-discrimination, and I get it. Everybody has the same rights as anyone else. However, I believe that it's exploitation. I'm sorry. Even with the elderly people, the disabled and handicapped people, I believe it's exploitation because you're looking for a laugh. It's not heartfelt things that's going across the social media. You laughing like you like. Wait a minute, hold up. This lady don't have no arms. Oh, this lady don't have no legs. Like it's stupid. It's nothing meaningful or yes.
And that's what they be saying in the comments too. They say we all going to hell.
The poor kids gotta watch this documentary.
Right. It's definitely no meaningful or value to the information. It's strictly for entertainment purposes only. It's strictly for entertainment purposes only, and I believe it's disrespectful.
But they the ones doing the video.
But listen, how do you get someone to
I guess
agree
that's why you
to
can't
that?
help them laughing because they agreed to that.
Right.
They did.
And I understand they agreed. I don't know what the agreement is, but
I pass it. I pass it. I don't even look at it.
They might be getting paid. I don't know.
I scroll like this. Woo.
I go right past it. I can't.
I'm keep going.
I'm not gonna be able to look at. I did send one to Uncle Shelton.
Uncle Shelton.
Yeah, I to tell you about
it. Was it exploited?
You know, see, I'm kind of torn on the situation
because it was funny.
I'm gonna say to a degree. Well, that too, but it's kind of like okay. Now, some stuff now.
Service announcement out there.
Public service announcement. Yes.
Okay, certain things that I feel you shouldn't do just because you just shouldn't do it. Like you can't be twerking and you don't have an ass. I'm sorry, you can't do that. You know what I'm saying? That's not going to work, you know? Now, on the other side, I am happy that you're in good spirits to be able to feel like, okay, I'm going to do this. I know I'm this, but I'm going to do this. I support that aspect because it could be the other way around. You could be on the verge of taking some pills or something because you are in said situation. So I applaud the confidence. I applaud you making joy out of the situation or whatever the case may be, or being able to laugh at yourself in the situation, because laughter is therapy. I applaud that. But you know, that's totally up to the discretion of the handicapped person per se. That's not up to me to think it's funny just because you're doing it and me to video you without your consent, your knowledge, and so forth, and that aspect. No, so that's my take.
Uncle Shelton, I need a public service announcement because these kids are trying really hard to not laugh at these videos, and we've been teaching our children how to not laugh at people's misfortune, and they doing all kind of stuff. So I get it on one side, but the other side, that one I sent you, that dude was in a wheelchair doing all kind of crazy stuff with no legs.
Yeah, but he looked like he was happy. Okay. You know? Okay. And my thing is this. Again, my thing is, you know, the public service announcement is this. If they're laughing too, it's allowed.
It's allowed.
If they're laughing too, it's allowed.
It's allowed.
Mm-hmm. I'm not.
If they're not, you ought to be ashamed of yourself.
Right.
I see.
It's kind of like I
can't.
Not in church.
Hey.
Listen, it's a lot of things that I can do for a laugh, Uncle Shelton,
and that's not one of them.
And I'm not going to do those things because I don't want people to be like, "Is she nuts?" I can take my wig off right now.
I did.
Zara, hold up.
I can take my wig off right now just to get a laugh, but do you think that
take it off? Spin it around.
Y'all will be doing a public service announcement. Y'all be like, what? That's the point I'm making. It's absurd.
Yes.
It's absurd. It's like, why do that? You know what I'm saying? And I could take my feet off or something weird. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to do the weird stuff just to get
like
views.
The girl on that movie. I'm gonna get you something.
But again, let's take the handicap aspect out of it. What comedian do you know that doesn't make fun of him or herself? You know what I'm saying? From that standpoint. So it's just the fact that they just happen to be handicapped, whatever. So if they're making fun of themselves,
we're gonna agree to
I don't got a problem with it.
Disagree, Uncle Shelton, because I'm sitting
That's
there.
fine.
Listen, I'm watching the kids, and they over there saying that they got to get Jesus to help them to not laugh at these people.
Right, I'm with you, Sonji.
I'm a poor baby talking about
I'm with you.
I think God is testing me.
See,
They might be right.
He tested me because I'm trying to be a good person, but they keep posting these videos.
you keep rewinding
of
it.
these handicapped people doing.
You
weird
watching it
things.
twice.
Michelle said you keep.
You watching it twice, son?
It's like, come on now. It's like, come on now.
I bypass
So-
them. I tell them to pass them too. I bypass the only one I sent to you, Uncle Shelton, because I wanted to see.
You had to
what
watch
your
that one
reaction
twice.
was.
Sometimes
You had to watch
can't
that one
help
twice,
Sonji.
Sonji, because you sent it too.
Listen,
Sometimes you can't help them saying it.
this dude was doing
This
all
drink is to
kinds
you,
of stuff.
Sanji.
Uncle Shelton, I can deal with the Olympics, but not the goofy stuff that they doing. You know what I'm saying?
I've seen some.
Just to be doing it,
Just for laughs.
to be laughs and getting views, and
Yeah.
and I to each his own.
Yeah.
But I'm bypassing them.
I think it's exploitation. I think it's
Bypass.
exploitation.
Well, so are you bypassing them starting today?
I've been bypassing them. Listen,
Because you've been watching them.
She sent it to you. She bypassed it.
You've been watching
the
them.
stripper on the pole with the no legs. Now I did watch that for 2 seconds. 'Cause
Exactly.
I was like, what is going on?
Sonji.
With no legs.
See,
Listen.
Look,
see,
stop.
Okay.
Because you know Uncle Shelton gonna go all the way. Stop.
yes, I'm going all in.
We scrolling by. We scrolling by.
Why you be finding these videos?
Come on now.
We scrolling by.
Alright, I gotta start the clip over because y'all talking.
Oh, man.
Alright, let me put it on. I want y'all
This
to hear
is
this clip.
it.
I want y'all to hear this clip. I'm
All
gonna
right.
unmute everybody's. Okay, alright, here we go.
Correct my husband. I believe that it is my responsibility to have the confidence to give him my perspective. Then we can talk about it and he can self-correct. I love him so much and I desire to honor and respect him. And I married him, so I would assume that he wants me to feel the same exact way. To take my perspective into high consideration with his actions. But I married a grown man. I'm not going to be disrespectful and talk to him like a child.
That's not being submissive. That's called advanced communication. It's the same type of communication that you would give your boss at your job or a parent that you respect. You listen to what's being said, then you give your input and hope that the person that takes your input can self-correct.
Oh, I had to learn this. I do not correct my husband. I believe that it is my responsibility to have the confidence to give him my perspective. Then we can talk about it and he can self-correct. I love him so much and I desire to honor and respect him.
Alright, guys. Did y'all get that at all? Let me open y'all mics.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Alright, so let's talk about the first part. She said that she doesn't believe that she should try to correct her husband.
Right.
Right. Alright. And then she said that she just what?
Respect
She
him.
listens, she respects him, she listens to him and hope that he will take any of her advice that she may have.
Right.
All right, so guys, what do you guys think about that?
She shouldn't. Her husband is not a child.
Well, I want the guys to talk.
Oh, go ahead. I'm sorry.
And then
Yeah, she should do that. Respect him, regardless if he have a whatever type of handicap he have or whatever. I mean,
oh my God.
if he have a handicap.
Oh my God.
I love him. I love Majestic Raw. Thank you. He will admit it. He admitted it.
But I
He
get
has
that
a- the
part.
husband
I
has a
understand
handicap.
that. Oh my God. Okay, Uncle Shelton. We gonna get back to you, Uncle Shelton.
It's about respect.
You said even if he has a handicap, so you're saying, so you think that a person would not respect him or try to correct him if he has a handicap or he has
Sometimes
some
that's the
issues
case.
that's wrong with him.
Yeah.
Okay, all right, Uncle Shelton.
That sound good. I mean, I like how that sound. I love how that sound.
You want me to play it again?
I,
Negative.
no, it's not. No, I heard what she said, and I heard what he said.
That's the part that got me, where he said that's not being submissive, but we still talking about the correction part first.
I mean, it's levels to stuff,
right?
You know, like what's your definition of correcting? You know, like from a certain standpoint, because it's kind of like it's one thing for me to voice my opinion, and in this particular situation, my opinion might be a little bit. It might be a little bit more logical than yours. I would say maybe.
Right.
I can still hear your opinion and you hear mine, and not necessarily that you're actually correcting me, but you're giving me, you know, what your thought is, which that's fine. But again, that depends on what you classify as that, because it's kind of like a lot of corrective action that I've dealt with is you're wrong. You know what I'm saying? And it's like there's no way around it. You're wrong.
Right.
And until you say it my way and the way I want it to be said and what I'm saying, you're wrong.
Right.
It is what it is. So that's
all right, let me give you an example. All right. As a man, they tell you have to be a man of your word. So whenever you commit to something, if you say yes to something, your yes should be yes and your no should be no. So your yays are yays and your nays are nays, right? If you operate outside of that, then you're not operating as a wise man. You know what I'm saying? Because you're in between, you're indecisive. Mm-hmm. So if you tell me yes to something, I expect it to be a yes. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Now, if it turns into a no later, then I expect it to be a no. But the in-between, where you do not stand for something, mm-hmm. you know what I mean? Anything. So that's where correction, I believe, is as a wife or even a husband, you have to intervene. You know what I'm saying? So if you say, if I have to say, you never gave me an answer, right? And that's you not committing either way. You're not saying yes or you're not saying no. Mm-hmm. And then you say yes, but you really mean no. Mm-hmm. And then later on, your yes turns into something that doesn't manifest because you never meant to say yes anyway. Right. You know what I'm saying? So your indecisiveness is causing problems in your relationship. So if the correction comes straight from the Bible, you know your yeses got to be yeses and your no's got to be no's. Your yays and yays and nays and nays. There's just a wise person. So once you make up your mind, if you don't want to do it, just say no. Mm-hmm. But if you're doing it for someone else, at least they know that. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? But if you're just going to say yes and then later on figure a way out of it, then you causing a lot of miscommunication, as he say, advanced communication. You're causing miscommunication amongst your situation. At that point, somebody's got to say something, because if they don't say, and it ain't in a corrective way, it's just honesty, like, listen, you either gonna be, you gotta be one or the other. You can't be in between. You can't be indecisive as a grown man. I can't tell you how to be a grown man, but I can tell you what my scriptures say and how it says a wise man operates. You know what I'm saying? And they operates when they know what their yeses are and their nos are. Like us as women, we gotta be that way because our children will manipulate us. So, and you have, as a man, have to be that way too, because your child will manipulate you. So if you can't get it right with your wife, you are definitely not gonna be able to get it right with your children. They're gonna manipulate you. They're gonna be able to work around you and your wife, because if, say for instance, and I'm gonna let it go, you go to a point where they want to go somewhere. You know what I'm saying? And you got a yes on this side and a no on that side, because y'all communication ain't right. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? But you both came together and said it's a no. Mm-hmm. But one of y'all weaseled out. Mm-hmm. Do you know what I'm saying? So that's where you have to say, okay, we gotta pull back. We gotta correct this. Not so much of correcting the person, but you gotta correct the communication and you gotta correct the situation, if that makes sense.
Exactly.
So, what I heard her say is that we're not equals. That's what I heard her say without saying it. Because the fact that you feel as though that you have to correct your husband, he's not a child. And that's just having a simple communication gap or lack of is not a correction. It's a, hey, a partnership, unison. Like, let's talk about it. The fact that you feel as though that something needs to be corrected is a problem in itself.
I don't believe that.
And
you mean it's a problem that it has to be corrected,
right?
But not a problem that you feel that it needs to be corrected. Right. Okay.
So with that being said, if me and Dirk are husband and wife and we're communicating, you teach people how to treat you. So it's not a I'm correcting Dirk, is you treat me. This is how I want to be treated. Is a communication piece. He may not know. He may know. But again, the fact that the word correction means in a negative undertone.
Well, I don't know why she said that period, because I think he was trying to talk about submission.
That's what I was getting. Well, we didn't get to that part yet.
Yeah, but I think he was talking about submission. I don't know where she got the correction from.
Right.
But I feel like, let me just say this. I was talking about accountability the other day, right?
That's one of my favorite words.
But the thing about accountability is like people just focus on the side of when you do something wrong. But what about before you do something wrong? You are accountable for your own thoughts and what you may do before then. You know what I'm saying? So if you spending 99% of your time trying to correct yourself, you really don't have time to worry about who
and what someone else is doing
and everybody else is doing. You know what I'm saying? But if you're going around trying to focus on, oh, you're not accountable for what you're doing, and women not accountable, men are not accountable, you spending all that time, 9 times out of 10, you're not holding yourself accountable for some of the things that you're doing within that we don't know about within your own, because you have to deal with self first. Right? And so the people that I see that are always going around saying stuff like that, I know daggone well they haven't dealt with all their demons. There's no possible way. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm spending 99% of the time dealing with my own.
Working on me.
Even in my dreams.
Me.
You know what I'm saying? So if I'm doing that and you spending 99% of the time worrying about everybody else's, how in the hell is you straight? That's my point. That's on the edge. That's over.
I get it. And I'm with you, Sonji. And again, when you pointing a finger at someone else and what they're doing, how can you operate in within yourself?
You can't.
You can't. Because you can't see.
You need all your being
you
be
can't
able to focus
see
on yourself. You really do.
Right, and you can't course correct for yourself.
You can't. It's hard.
It's very challenging.
It takes practice.
It does.
It takes practice, but I guarantee you that you
it takes
missing
practice
something
to do what?
To deal with your own issues and things that you got going on in your own head. Do you know what I mean? It's like, you know, do you plan on doing right every day? Do you have any thoughts?
To, but it might not come
But
out.
that's the accountability. That's the part that you have to be, because you know right from wrong. You know what I'm saying? So
that's the thing. People don't, when they do wrong, they don't like to correct themselves or either apologize to the person that they did.
But they know that they're gonna do wrong before they do it. It's my point that I'm making. It's like if they
some people do. I'm just saying. You're right, but some people don't.
But they so busy worrying about everything else that they don't have time to worry about what's going on within. You know what I'm saying? It's like I kind of know if I'm gonna go off in the beginning of the morning, and I will tell you, listen, chill out, because I might go off. You know, I'm not really in the space.
I guess it depends on what the situation is.
Yeah, I'm not, if I go and take your drink right now. And I just told you I was going to take your drink. You already got in your brain what you getting ready to do. Either you going to act out or you going to be like, just let her have it. You know what I mean? So you got to make the decision which way you going to go. And then if you snatch it or throw it at me or something like that, then you got to apologize. You know what I'm saying? So all I'm saying is people, they got to be held accountable before they even do stuff. Not just after.
Right.
That's the only point that I was making with that.
Yeah,
Uncle
a lot
Shelton,
of people don't like
quiet.
to be held accountable.
Right.
I mean, I was taking everything in, and I'm
and this is
I'm gonna say it.
Therapy, on the edge therapy.
I'm with the theory behind it.
But the practice.
The practice is suspect as hell. Because because the thing about it is when you get into, it's easier when you're dealing with something that's cut and dry, black and white, right and wrong type thing, so on and so forth. But when you're dealing with matters of opinion that you're trying to make right and me wrong, it ain't the same type of thing. And it's like the how you process certain things versus how I process certain things. It's like it's not going to necessarily jive in a way, because again, like I said, it's easy when you're dealing about right and wrong. It's another thing when you're just talking about aspect of preference or your
it's another level.
Yeah. So yeah, I mean, ideally, yeah. I mean, it's just that's where it's like that gray area, you know, because I might, heck, I mean, you just talk about love language, you know, like you're mad. I'm just using for example. You're mad because I don't give you flowers, but flowers ain't the way I show love.
Yes.
You know?
I am angry if you don't give me flowers.
So again, I'm not saying you're wrong for wanting flowers, but am I wrong for not giving you flowers? You know what I'm saying? Because my thing is, I might do letters.
Okay.
You might not give me compliments, but you'll give me a card. You know, like you might not be good with saying things, you know. So it's like, if I understand that about you, I'm not going to expect certain things from you because I know this ain't your lane. This ain't what you do.
Yeah, that's understandable.
So
let's go.
I got one more thing.
And that's like
I got one more thing that because Uncle Shelton made me have this thought. You in the marriage now, how are you attempting to change the person that you married to when you already knew who you married?
Well, you're supposed to change daily.
That's it? Mm-hmm. Would you say, Uncle Shelton, that's it?
That's the thing.
Yeah.
Because that argument, that argument. But here's the thing. And I'm just using it for example. If I married a stripper, I can't expect you to get off the pole. I married you as a stripper. It's a benefit. It's a perk if you'll do it. If you'll do it because you don't feel that it's respecting me anymore. Because now I'm your husband. I'm not your jump off. That's one thing. But I can't expect it because I married you as a stripper.
Right.
You know? And if you stop stripping, I want you to keep on stripping. Then how you gonna get mad at me? I married you as a stripper.
Right.
So it's like that's where you go to preference. You know what I'm saying? It's like okay.
Okay.
All right, so let me get back to the question then. All right, so Uncle Shelton, do you feel like when you was talking about the correction situation, I said that you're not really correcting a person, you're kind of correcting the communication of how you communicate with each other to make each other better. You're not going to always stay the same. As you get older, you're supposed to grow and grow better. You know what I mean? Some of the things and the challenges that you had before, you should be able to overcome certain things. You know what I'm saying? If for an example, if one of you guys smoke and the other one doesn't, and you know, do you both smoke or do one of you guys quit? You know what I mean? Simple things like that. You know, one of you guys are a neat freak and the other one is a slob. Do the one that's a neat freak become a slob, and or does the one that's a slob become a little more neater?
That's hard, right there.
It depends.
It depends on the level of it.
Yes,
I understand that, but I'm talking about you guys.
If you're in the same house with that person,
here's the thing. I
dated a smoker and I don't smoke.
Y'all know that this is
And I never wanted to smoke.
This is on the edge, so we reflect on our own
Right.
situations. Right.
So I've dated a smoker, and I didn't want to smoke. I had no desire to smoke. That wasn't my thing, but I didn't stop them from smoking.
Yeah, but you do know the dangers of smoke, right?
Yeah, but
Okay.
so do they. But I just didn't want to indulge. I have no desire to smoke.
But it
But
still
do
have
you
an
choose
effect
to
on you,
smoke
though.
a person? Do you choose to date a person to smoke? I'd rather not date a person to smoke
It
because
still
I
have an
don't
effect
smoke.
on you.
But if I did date somebody to smoke and they said that they were intending on quitting and they did quit, then that's awesome.
That's just like dating a person who don't eat meat, and I eat meat.
Right.
So again, It depends on the
what
person.
betters Here's the thing. This is where you're missing the thing. The issue is to be a better person, to grow better together. So you don't leave each other behind. You follow
Exactly.
me?
Yeah.
So you don't want to, so if you don't correct each other, you follow me, or find a way to communicate to make each other better. Go
I
ahead.
get
Y'all
that
both-
part.
y'all
I get
both-
the
But I think
better
that- but
part.
that's-
Involving.
But that's also a matter of what you perceive as being better.
Right.
Because if I think it's better for me to be this way, you might think it's better to be that way. So there's that gray area that's pretty much like, okay, I don't eat meat. Well, I don't eat anything pertaining to an animal. Vegan versus vegetarian. Who's better?
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Or what is better? You know?
Well,
And
you do
you
your
have your
research.
points, and you.
Yeah, you do your research and together, you know what I'm saying, and
Exactly.
you make a decision. If one person has more knowledge than the other, which the male should, but if he doesn't, you know what I mean, he's going to have to increase his knowledge for his woman. But if he knows that the meat is killing you, he's going to want better for you. So if you with somebody that doesn't want better for you, then you with the wrong person.
No,
Right,
I
'cause
get
it-
that.
But that-
I
but-
get
Don't
that
make
part.
sense.
But again, you talking about acceptance. So again, if
No,
we
I'm
talk
not.
when all right, so if I didn't want to date somebody that's smoking or a person that eats meat or anything of that nature, I wouldn't have married them. Period.
No,
Because-
marriage don't have anything to do with,
Well,
with
be in
that.
a relationship because again, you don't get into something and then want to change the person.
No,
Then if the
you the thing is that's the reason why you try to make sure that before you get in a relationship that you are relationship worthy.
That's true.
So if you're looking for someone that eats meat, then you look for someone that eats meat. But I guarantee you, the vegan is not looking for someone that eats meat. And the person that doesn't smoke is not looking for someone that smokes. However, if they end up with that person, they're going to tell them, listen, I don't eat meat. And a person like myself, if I run into somebody and they say they don't eat meat or they don't smoke, it will convict me in a way because I will feel bad to eat meat in front of this person. I will feel bad to smoke in front of this person. You know what I'm saying? Because this is something that they don't do. I know for a fact smoking is not good for you. And I'm not going to try to sugarcoat it and make it seem like it, to each his own. Hell no. It's not good for you. It's killing people. You know what I'm saying? But I'm not going to marry somebody that's smoking in the hopes that he's going to quit. I understand that. You know what I'm saying? So marriage is a little different than that. But I'm just saying, as far as helping people to become better people, like none of us smoke. Do you smoke?
no.
Because do you smoke, Uncle Shelton?
No.
Dun, dun, dun. All right. So it just so happens that we are gravitated towards people that don't do the things that we do.
Right.
But sometimes people do end up with someone that do that. Like I ate a lot of meat. I ate red meat at one point. I stopped eating red meat when I watch, of course, don't laugh, guys. When I watch something on
600
Facebook,
pounds.
they had the meat and some yellow stuff was coming out of it, and that was it for me. You know what I mean? Then I was done. That made me stop eating red meat, even though I love hamburgers and all that stuff.
You
I
like
love the way
chicken?
it tastes.
Well,
And the
yeah.
chicken has got issues too. You know what I'm saying?
They said they
at
shooting
one
the
time-
vaccine in the chicken.
They saying the
they
chicken
do
is
all
worse
kind
than
of
beef
stuff.
now.
Yeah, they do
So
all kind of stuff. But what I'm saying is that if you with somebody that's trying to help you not do those things, do you know what I'm saying? That, like you said, to each his own. Go ahead, Uncle Shelton. You was going to say something?
Well, I was saying when like the examples that are given are kind of more so cut and dry.
Right.
And that's why I say that there's a difference. Because like when you get to a point of, let's just say preference wise, you know, like where it's not, you're not going to look up and research preference wise. You know, there's nothing that's going to back your.
Now. Don't you play with me? I will look it
back
up.
your. Okay, okay. So you're going to look up. You're going to look up. I'm going to go out there. And I'm gonna be single for 5 minutes. I'm gonna be single for 5 minutes. Short women give better head and stay in relationships longer.
Okay.
Okay.
So
that's what I believe.
Say that again.
You short?
I said short women give the best head and stay in relationships longer. That's what I believe.
I'll keep that in mind. Let me see.
Okay. Now don't take that. I'm just saying as far as preference wise.
Okay.
You know? Whereas the woman I'm dating, tall, dark men have bigger dicks. I'm just gonna put. I'll be like, you know, it's like, okay.
I don't know how we get to this.
We talk about preferences.
Well, I'm giving you things that are preference based. It has nothing to do with that or things that. I'm giving you preference based. I told you I'm going over the edge. We're not talking about meat. We're not talking about meat versus vegan. We're not talking about how many black people in Harlem. We're not talking about stuff that you can research and look up. We're not talking about that. We talk about the fact that I think bigger women are better lovers. You know, we talking about it's better to rent versus owning. You know, stuff like that. I mean, we're talking about preference based situations where it's like, okay, you can have all what your facts is to depend on who you talk to and depend on what their reasons for.
Having to owning a house is better than renting, but you gotta be able to take care of the house.
Depends on what you're Depends on what you're looking at. The same way somebody can tell me own the car is better than leasing a car.
Yeah, it is better.
Yeah, but that's preference based. That's not fact.
Breakdown. After you pay the car,
these still are preferences. These are still cut and dry preferences.
It's not fact based. It's like I can't make my opinion fact. I can base my opinion on facts, but my opinion isn't fact.
Shut it up. A preference is I like black hair and you like blonde hair.
That's a preference.
That's a preference. Not,
exactly.
Not no renting and buying a house.
That is a preference.
One is better.
It is because you still can't because it's still based on your opinion of what you're going after, what you're going by.
You prefer.
Right. It's a
what you prefer. That's a preference.
It's based on what you prefer.
That is a preference. That's what you prefer. It is what it is.
Just like you prefer flowers every day.
Right. Different color flowers.
That's a preference.
The preference is between preferences and facts. It's two different
facts
things.
over feelings, honey.
Listen,
facts over feelings.
A cigarette and you die.
Facts over feelings.
The facts is in the lines of statistics
that is not
and
a
all
preference.
that stuff.
All right, so Uncle Shelton, y'all always be going all the way around the bush.
Go to the second part of this, because that's what you need to get to. Because the first part,
what the hell?
We didn't
really get it.
So
with just the
let me get this straight.
It's going towards submission.
Let me get this straight.
That's the part
you want me to bull jive you?
We need
or you want me to tell you the truth?
The truth.
You want me to bull jive you, or you want me to tell you the truth?
Because the true self set you free.
All I know is Uncle Shelton is talking out his ass.
That's your opinion.
Sonji over the edge. Sonji is
that's
over
your
the
opinion.
Edge.
Again, that's your opinion. That's not fact because I can't talk out my ass. That's not a fact. That's a preference of what you choose to use. The same way your preference is you came in dressed like Barbie and you ain't seen the damn Barbie movie. That was a preference.
Oh, she dressed like Barbie. Okay.
Blame it on Bobby, knowing damn well you was on some casting couch bull jive. Knowing damn well you was trying to get more guests for the show. Knowing damn well you was trying to get that lead role. Knowing damn well you trying to make some business connections that is casting couch. Exactly.
I covered them up and looked like grandma. So.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, I ain't even show it. I ain't play it yet, but I'm gonna play it because Uncle Shelton was off the chain.
That's why I didn't
That's
see
why
it.
I'm getting him back today.
He was off the chain.
Yes, he was off the chain. He's good.
I ain't did nothing.
I'm gonna play this again for y'all so y'all can hear the second part. Oh.
Perspective.
Right,
Then we can talk about it and he can self-correct. I love him so much and I desire to honor and respect him. And I married him, so I would assume that he wants me to feel the same exact way. To take my perspective into high consideration with his actions. But I married a grown man.
Yes.
I'm not going to be disrespectful and talk to him like a
That's
child.
what they call
That's
them.
not being submissive. That's called advanced communication. It's the same type of communication
That's
that you would
coyote.
give your boss at your job or a parent that you respect. You listen to what's being said, then you give your input and hope that the person that takes your input can self-correct.
Oh, I had to learn this. I do not correct my husband.
I get the self-correction part, but most people don't really self-correct. Because Uncle Shelton just said it. It's whatever they prefer.
It is. It's a preference. Listen, the fact that she keep on saying that she gotta correct her husband.
She said she don't feel like she should have. She
shouldn't.
have
Right.
to correct him.
So why did she feel like? What made her feel that way?
But that's my point. Why the hell is you saying it then? 'Cause
Why the hell is you married?
Nobody say.
Yeah.
Listen, I'm gonna tell you like this. If you give me a rope, I'm dangling off of it.
Me too.
I tell the men all the time, don't what I call it, what I say, don't fall asleep at the wheel. That means you better pay attention.
Right.
Because you know what I mean, we slip sometimes, you know, and men slip sometimes too. You know what I'm saying? And if you don't never say nothing, they just gonna keep slipping.
But it's a difference in saying, babe, let's talk about what happened yesterday. Mm-hmm. We can have a difference of opinions in the communication style. However, the fact that you feel the need to correct
the word,
it's the language, the words that she's using that's disturbing to me, because this is my partner. This is my go-to, and the fact that you feel as though that, because then you saying that he's not capable of leading, but if you have to correct him, does that make sense?
That's what it sounds like.
That's what it's saying to me. Like, so I'm gonna just shut up.
A person can lead.
It sounds like what she's saying.
It's like a person can lead and still be in error. They can make mistakes. Everybody's
we human, right?
So it's like sometimes you might not be in the right headspace. Somebody may have passed away in the family, and you're off. You know what I'm saying? Something might have just set you off, and you just need somebody to bring you back. You know what I'm saying? You're not gonna always be perfect. So
I think it's just the verbiage she's using.
Somebody, if you do not have that person in your life that can correct you in a way that will bring you back to life, because people will fall off, and it's like, you know what I mean? You're not with your mom anymore. You're not with your dad anymore. You guys got to be able to pull each other up.
And I fully understand what you're saying.
And it may be a correction, but
listen, I don't think, I think it's the word. Right. Correction. So like you said, we're human beings. We're not perfect. So therefore, when I see that you're falling, or you need some guidance. Mm-hmm. But again, correction is used in a negative undertone. It's a negative word.
Oh.
It really
There's nothing wrong with correction.
It really
no, it's not. You correct people when they're doing something opposite.
Yeah.
Or to the left, or in negative, versus you off your game.
Right. I mean, it's just
and I get it, to be your partner, to help each other, to coexist, to, again, like you said, to better yourself. Yeah, but I'm not gonna
like we in it to balance each other.
Him. Like, I'm not. He's not my son.
Well, the thing is
that's
like,
what I'm thinking. Like when I hear correction, I hear
you don't
my
even
son.
correct your son like that. That's what I'm saying. It's like when you use the the thing is, it's like when
it's that word.
It's the word.
It is not, and the word is not a bad thing. It's like it's only you making it bad. It's like because of the situation.
Take it different.
It's if you say you're correcting the situation, you're correcting an error, something that happened that we need to amend, something that we need to rectify, something we need to straighten out.
But we both have to agree that something is wrong first.
Well, the thing is, most of the time, like say for instance, you have an issue and you say your son, you had an issue with your son, right? Mm-hmm. And you need to address the issue so that he doesn't do it again. Right? Because it's an error. And so you're trying to make sure that he does not do this again. That's the same thing. It's just all it is. And you're not going to go to your son and beat him in the head with a brush. I'm not saying I did that before, but I'm just saying. But but
I don't know, Sonji.
What I'm saying is that I don't know. Like if I had an issue with my son, right, and my son is older, I know damn well I gotta come correct.
Me too.
I gotta come in a certain way. So even if you using the word correction, you can't think of it as like back in the day when our parents used to use the whip and stuff like that. It's like the guy said, it's advanced communication. It's like you're just talking to hear each other's side and to make sure that this situation doesn't happen again. You know what I mean? But when somebody, if it's a behavior, you see, this is where y'all are having an issue. If it's a behavior, you're saying you're trying to correct a behavior. Now that's something different. You can't correct your husband or your wife's behavior,
and that's probably where I'm at with it.
Right, like, it's a behavior. So if I'm out there, like we was talking about the other girl with her clothes on, and he tried to correct by chastising her in the public, right? You know what I'm saying? It backfired. You follow me? Because he didn't have that communication with her that these guys both agreed upon, as you said. Right? So, if there's an issue and I'm acting, and it's a behavior issue and I'm acting out, it's very hard for my husband to come up to me and say, okay, you acting out, nigga. You know what I'm saying? You need to chill out. Right. That's the correction that you guys are thinking about. Like, oh, okay,
yeah, that's exactly what I'm thinking about.
You know, it's not going to be received well either way. You know what I'm saying? What you mean I'm acting out? Last week you was Tootsie rolling in front of such. You know what I'm saying? Y'all going to go tit for tat.
Well, if they wrong, they wrong. Both
wrong. But most of the time, one person's wrong, the other person's wrong. So y'all going to go back and forth. Well, you did this, you did that, you did that. That's what correction does. It just have people go back and forth.
It goes back to accountability then.
Right, exactly. But when it comes to behavior, everybody got to check their behavior. You know, you can't come to one person and say, "Oh, you're not acting this particular way," and that's the accountability I was talking about from within. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, if I don't want a person to do something, I'm not doing it. Just period. In my brain, if I don't want my man in a strip club, I ain't in a strip club. If I don't want my man in the clubs all night, I ain't in the clubs all night. If I don't want my man out all night, I ain't out all night. That's the accountability. I could be, but in my brain, I'm like, okay, if I don't want him to do these things. That could be a good
example of correction too.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah. If I don't want him to do these things, I shouldn't do these things. Yeah. I can't ask him to do things that I'm out there doing. So if I say, okay, listen, I don't want you in the club. Well, you in the club all night. I don't want you out there all in them strippers' faces. You in the strippers' faces all night. So it's an example. You know what I'm saying? So if I do not want certain things, I can't do those things myself. If that makes sense.
Yeah, that makes sense.
You know what I'm saying? If I don't want him out doing certain things, I can't be out taking numbers of everybody's just in the hopes of getting a date later on. You know.
I guess it depends on how people receive that word correction. Yeah. Some people's definitions are different.
You gotta correct yourself before you wreck yourself.
Okay, Ice Cube. Just had to throw that in there.
Go ahead,
Sonji,
Uncle Shelton.
yeah, go Uncle Shelton. Go
Go
ahead.
ahead. I know he gonna get me. I love it though.
Go, please.
Go.
No, I'm gonna let that one. I'm gonna leave that one right there.
Thank
But I
you.
will say
Thank you.
the
Thank you.
You can do it.
Thank
Put you back into it.
Let it alone.
in all fairness, you know, when it is a lot about the wording, and a lot of words have a negative connotation because a lot of times when they're used, you know what is being implied and where it's coming from. So when you get to a point of correction, you're correcting me. You're saying that I'm wrong,
Right.
even though what I might be doing might not necessarily be wrong, but you feel it's wrong.
Right. You
So
just
it's
don't
like,
agree with it.
okay,
You
so
is wrong.
right, you just don't agree with it.
You is
So
in the
there's
garage.
that. You know, so
Stop heckling him.
You just don't agree with it, and
doing
that's
that
what
bull job.
You just not agreeing with it.
Listen, I don't agree
Yeah.
with you
It-
out in the strip club, Uncle Shelton.
My man,
You
then he
sweating.
not your
You
man.
is
That's
sweating.
fine.
You is listen. This is on the edge. We role play.
Well, I was in the
We
strip
role
club
play.
Yeah.
before you even.
Right. Listen, that's my
Yeah.
thing.
You met me in the strip club.
meet me in the strip
You
club.
just mad 'cause I ain't
You
take you
don't
this
want me to go
time.
to the strip club.
You know I like to make it rain.
You met me in the strip club, and now you don't want me to go in the
You
strip
just
club.
mad.
You was in the
'Cause
strip
you
club.
ain't
throwing
there. That's why
turkeys.
you don't want me to
met
go.
in the strip club.
In the strip club now. You not going to the strip club tonight.
Y'all don't want me in the strip club because if I'm in the strip club,
We
it's
getting
gonna be a
paid.
problem.
We getting paid.
Oh, now you changed all of a sudden. Now you brand new.
We
That's
getting
what we
paid.
met at.
We getting paid.
Majestic Ryan don't even know what a strip club look like.
Listen,
Let's go to strip clubs.
You
the
I'll
fact
go to it
that
now, though.
I can't see him in the strip club.
I can't.
He eat vegan food. And
I wasn't even vegan then, though.
Listen, I know. As soon as the woman touch him, he be like, did you eat chicken? What
Come
you
on,
eat
Sonji.
today?
No.
That's
you
wong.
have
That's wrong.
beef?
Don't do them like that.
you not going
Stop
to
doing them dirty. You doing them dirty.
Am I doing them dirty?
Yes.
You doing them
She
dirty.
called me dirty, Uncle
Did
Sam.
I?
Yes.
She doing you straight
Come on,
tank
you
dirty.
chicken
Straight
and
tank
that.
dirty.
Let the girl touch him
My mind
because
don't-
she done ate the
How
wrong
your mind gonna
food.
be on that when you in the strip club?
Cause you funny acting.
No, you ain't see that big booty Judy come across this thing and his mind went just like this. Hold
Yeah,
up.
he can look, but
Oh.
if she touch him, it's over.
I don't know about all that.
He said, hell no.
If I like it, I'll put my hands on it. But if not,
Wow, he done came out his show, Lord.
Listen.
Sonji crazy.
Sonji, I'm not feeling the wording again.
Yeah, it's the word.
It's the wording, and again, that's not my main. If I gotta correct him, because again, that's my son. So it's a difference.
All right, so
It's a difference. I'm not getting in the bed with a man that got correct.
I'm not playing with you. You playing games with me now, so I'm about to get on YouTube.
Okay,
Role play.
all right.
Majestic
Y'all know I'm not. I'm gonna go
Raw.
left.
Majestic Raw is
Here we
drinking
go.
right now alcohol, and he is behind the wheel, and you are in the car with him.
Okay.
How do you get that situation rectified?
Where we
Instead of
going?
using correction, how do you rectify the situation? Because this man is fitting to kill you.
I only
All
had
right.
2 beers.
Listen.
So
no,
I'll
that
be-
is
I'll be
vodka
alright.
in there.
Can you pull over at the gas station right here? I gotta get something.
You ain't
What you
doing
gotta do?
nothing.
Listen. I gotta get something. I need something before we go in the house.
That sounds like she gonna take the car and run away.
Listen, when you go in that gas station to that and pay them,
I'm not
I'm in
buying
I'm in that front seat. Yes, I am. Because of course we gotta get home, and if he already under the influence, you know the person that you dealing
You
with.
know what?
I'm a.
I wouldn't have no
listen,
problem with that.
I'm a.
If I've
You
been
have
drinking.
a problem with everything that she said. You are drinking.
Right. If
Listen,
I'm drinking,
You're
that's a
not
whole
pulling
different
off
story.
a call. You is the man.
Because
you
I don't wanna deal with the
You
police.
sipping.
Listen, we gonna.
Let me get it. Let me get
You
it.
is the man.
Let me get it.
Not giving up
Let me
that
get it.
car.
If I've been
Listen,
drinking,
Let me get it. Let's go.
I can hold myself accountable.
Uncle Shelton, pull
Let's
over.
go.
I can hold
Let's
myself
go. Let's
accountable
get
for
it.
Drinking.
Pull over.
And I'll let her
I
take over
I
the
need you to
wheel.
get this.
No, you're not letting her take over.
Tag me in, Raw. Tag me in. I got you.
You in,
Tag me in.
Shelton. Go ahead.
Tag him.
And-
What you trying to say? I can't drive no more.
no, I didn't say you can't drive. I said I
Huh?
needed something out the gas station. Can you pull over right
You
here
sound
real
like you
quick?
twisted.
Then why are you in the seat?
Oh Lord.
I need you to go in the
Why
store
you
and
in
get
the
something.
seat?
I need you to get something out the store.
I'm going to store, but you get out the seat because when I get back here, I'm going to be driving. So you don't need to be in the driver's seat because you ain't driving.
Listen, just go in there and get what I need, please, so we can go home.
You talking to the get high man?
I got that. But you get out the driver's seat. When I get back, you better not be in the driver's seat.
Get in. We gotta go. We gotta get home. I have to go to the bathroom.
Then move up. No. Give me my keys. No, what you do? No. I've been doing this for a long time. I know how to hold mine. This me right here.
I have to go to the bathroom.
You know?
Not you. I have to
go to the bathroom. Then go to the bathroom. Why you still sitting in the driver's seat?
He already spinning. Look at his face.
I'm not going to the bathroom out here. You already know I'm not. I'm not.
You damn right you ain't going to the bathroom out here. Not in my car. Get in there. Do your pissing and let me go ahead. Come on, so we can go.
Are you getting in? Because if you're not getting in, I'm going to pull off.
That's right, Uncle Shelton.
Get out the driver's seat because we ain't going nowhere. Get out the driver's seat.
Well, we just gonna stay here.
You gonna give me my daggone keys?
No, I'm not.
Look, Anime, I ain't playing with you. You gonna give me my daggone keys?
No, I'm not. We just gonna stay. I'll wait.
Well, we gonna be sitting here, but we gonna stay all night because you ain't driving my car, y'all.
That's fine.
You ain't driving my car,
y'all. You'll be sober by tomorrow.
God, you was not driving my car, yo. I've been doing this for a long time, yo. Yo.
And I'm cutting the music up.
You ain't. Yo. You gonna get out, yo. You playing right now. You really playing right now. You not about to do this, yo.
We sitting here, unless you ready to go. Whenever you ready to go, let me know because you're gonna get in this passenger seat.
Give my keys, y'all.
I'm not giving you nothing. I'm not giving you anything.
It's gonna be a problem up in here. You gonna give me?
It's just gonna be a problem. It's just gonna be a problem.
What you trying to say? What you trying to say, yo?
It's gonna be a problem, yo. You gonna get in
the passenger seat. It already is a problem, yo.
Pause.
For real?
We agree. You see, there is situations where you have to correct your man.
So listen. With that being said,
you just made it an argument,
right? But that's what I'm saying. You know who you dealing with.
But what I'm saying to you is the only point that I'm making. When your life is in danger, you have to correct the situation. If this man has been drinking, first of all, you're not going to be able to get in the car. You know, like me personally, you see I was already on Majestic drink, right?
Right.
Way before we even got in that car. I'm already on his drink. You know what I'm saying? So when people come and I see people drinking anything and they start acting weird, before they leave out of the studio, I'll be up on them like, I know you got something in that drink, in that drink. No, I don't. Let me spell it. Yo, that's vodka. I already know you've been drinking. I'm not getting behind the wheel. I'm not getting in the car with anybody that I know have been drinking, nor am I going to get in the car, or who I want to get in the car with somebody who's grateful to sleep on me. Right. You know what I'm saying? That's my life. You know what I'm saying? So I have to be able to find a way to communicate with this person because that's our lives. You know what I'm saying?
I get it.
So, but I know I can't start an argument. You know what I mean? So, like the guy was saying, it's advanced communication. Sometimes you got listen.
But this person is under the influence. With advanced communication, that he can't advance the communication.
Gotta catch him. That's why I said a lot of stuff happens when you thinking beforehand. You can't wait until every time stuff happens. Like I said, if he started displaying some weird slurred speeching and stuff, and he's drinking that,
right.
9 times out of 10,
I would have offered to drive.
Right, beforehand.
Right.
You follow me? You know what I'm saying? But in case you didn't, you know what I mean? Y'all gotta have a language or communication. As Uncle Shelton, you mentioned love languages and things like that. You gotta have a language established during emergencies or different things where you know you're going to have to correct somebody, because there's going to be times where you may have to correct the situation and you may have to man up. You know what I'm saying? You're going to have to, you know. So I mean, me personally, I usually check it beforehand, but if I can't, I have to listen. You know what I'm saying? I have to figure out a way to talk to that individual. You don't know because you don't know these guys, but I have to figure out a way to talk to this person to make sure we don't get behind this wheel.
I understand
You know
that
what I'm saying?
concept.
Now, no, you didn't do anything wrong. I'm saying now that you're in the car, he bowed out really quickly. Uncle Shelton, what was she had to say to you to get you to not drive that car?
I was in the seat.
I think
beforehand.
I think that that kind of I would say a subtle approach would have worked. I mean, it depends on the person though. It depends on how many drinks.
I'm talking about
because
you.
Me personally, if she played to the softer side of Sears, then I would have just gave her the keys. Like if she was on some stuff like, babe, I had a few. Let me. Can I get the keys out? You drive whatever, because you look like you ain't feeling too well. That type thing, so on and so forth. I can't really argue so much there because one, you're not arguing with me. You're not already on the I'm correcting your ass type situation. You know what I'm saying? I'm rectifying your shit. It's more so like I can't really argue with you when you coming at me like gentle and soft with it, or not. I mean, if you come at it a certain way, it's like, all right, or you could bull jive me. You could say, I really just want to drive now. I feel like driving. Can I get the keys, babe? She could. I mean, okay. I mean, cause yeah.
You know what I would say, baby, I know you tired. Let me drive.
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah,
that's it.
Any of that.
Let me drive.
Because it's
when I
like
said pull over and get this from the gas station.
They wasn't going to. You didn't say anything wrong. Their job was not to agree with you. Period.
Right.
They weren't going to agree with you. Period. But
again, we go back into knowing your partners. Like right. So that may be, like you say, my non-negotiable with my partner. Like again, you talking about becoming a better person. All right, is this a one-time incident or is this his behavior?
It could have been the first time.
Yeah, if this is a one-time isolated incident, then yes, I can understand the correction piece or in that nature. But if this is who he is, that ain't no course correcting. That ain't no correction. That's who he is.
Every now and then you're going to come across
things
things like that.
That was something because everybody's not going to be in their right mind all the time.
Right.
That's the point that I'm making.
I understand that piece.
Sometimes you have to figure out a way to correct the situation and like Uncle Shelton said, and not like be the aggressor. But it's hard because when we think our lives are in danger, we automatically go aggressive.
Yeah. But again, like I said, this is a one-time event, or is that who he is?
What'd you say, Uncle Shelton?
I said not just that.
Not just that.
Y'all do that. Y'all do that on some regular shit. But I'm my
we
business.
Always aggressive. You saying?
Yeah.
All right, so
no, I'm saying y'all do that on some regular shit.
So
not life or death.
Keys for me then, Uncle Shelton. I'm driving. I'm not really a drinker, but I did get a couple of drinks.
You had too much wine.
That was your first time.
You said you had a couple of drinks.
Yeah, and I got the wheel. You know what I'm saying? And I'm dead wrong. That's where the correction comes because I shouldn't be driving after I drank. But I'm insisting on driving because this is my car. You know what I'm saying? You gonna fall asleep. I think I have a better chance in driving than you. How you gonna get the keys from me, Uncle Shelton? Correct me.
Shoot. Dang. I gotta stop by the job and
man, why are you making
and
up
pick
stuff?
up something real quick.
Man,
because
it's 11 o'clock at night. I don't feel like stopping. Look, I got one.
Well, let me drive.
You know, when I get behind the wheel, it's a one-stop shop. It's like I don't even like stopping at strange gas stations. And I get that. Night, they gonna kill me. I don't want to be stopping. And listen, I don't want us to run out of gas fooling with you, man.
I get that. But it's very important that I pick up this paperwork from the job. That's why I said let me drive. I drive there and we can go ahead and it'll be 5 minutes. I'm telling you. It's just easier because you don't really know how to get my job. You're always confused about how we get to my job. So I'm trying to say I need to get them there. Yeah. I'm saying
get past the lion first.
Yeah,
that
man,
you need
want some Lion King. You
See, you done had one too many drinks. You got one too many drinks, and you're not really reasonable right now. Let me go drive the car. Let me go to work, get the paperwork, and we go
I didn't have
home.
nothing to drink. I had Kool-Aid and Jello.
Yeah,
Jello
that's how I
shots.
know you're not in your right state
That's
of mind.
fine.
So
Jello
Well,
what's
okay.
these?
But you looking a little tired right now.
I got bright eyes.
And
I got bright
yeah,
eyes
that's
and I
closed.
had Jello.
Yeah, that's closed.
I had Jello.
So just give me the keys, and I'm gonna go ahead, get the paperwork, and
Jello?
then we going
Why
home.
you
Okay.
acting like you getting ready to take a gun from somebody? What is wrong with you? Calm down. You sweating?
You got a gun to your head. You done took those Jello shots, and you acting out of pocket.
What's a pocket? We playing.
She is
We
toasted.
playing pool.
Exactly. You toasted.
She wet.
So again, I'm gonna go ahead and grab these keys real quick, and I'll make sure we
if you
get home.
touch me, I'm gonna hit you with this stun gun. You gotta stop playing with me. You know I
You
got
don't
a
know how to
stun gun.
use the stun gun.
Something on your hand.
I know. That's why you don't really want to mess with me because you might die.
Let's be realistic.
Say
You can't
your
whoop
own
my
life,
ass.
Shelton.
Let's get that.
Okay,
It sounds
so
good,
like-
but you can't whoop my ass. That's.
No,
again,
I can't.
I'm gonna do
I'm
the
not
count.
gonna lie about that. I ain't gonna even try. But I'm just saying, I don't know why you keep talking. Why is you talking? What are we talking
Why
about?
are you talking?
I can't remember what we was
You-
talking about.
You done forgot the script. I'm gonna need you to study more. That's your homework.
What am I studying? I'm saying I'm on my way home. I don't know what is you talking about. You talking for nothing.
You drunk. You don't know where home is.
Oh, I'm drunk. I
Yeah.
didn't even know that. I just
Exactly.
had
My
Jello.
point.
Spinning.
I had Jello. What
Take
you
the
stop
keys,
playing?
Uncle Shelton.
That's definitely gonna be her on the
How
show.
you gonna get the
You
keys?
going- You going to Lisa house? We don't live with Lisa in there.
Listen.
Got us out here in the daggone sticks because you don't know where you going.
Oh,
Okay, you know I'm dyslexic. Why would you say something like that?
God.
You was talking about my
Since when you
handicap.
became dyslexic?
What's
I am
next?
dyslexic, and you know that.
Since when? Since when
Since she
you
drank
become?
the Jello shots.
Okay, now we're making up stuff. She done drunk the Jello shots, and the Jello shots came with
I
dyslexia.
can talk backwards talk. I can.
Uncle Shelton, she cuckoo off that syrup.
I just talk backwards. I'm
Yeah.
telling you, I'm dyslexic. I can talk backwards. I can. Can I?
That's fine, but I'm gonna take these keys and drive us home. You can talk backwards to yourself.
Why can't you just sit down and be quiet? Why do you keep on talking? What is wrong with you? You had some Jello too.
Nothing's wrong. Nothing's wrong with
Just
me.
snatch the keys, Uncle Shelton.
Nothing's wrong with me.
At this point, Uncle Shelton.
At this point, yeah, I already snatched him. I told you she can't whip my ass, so I'm honored to. Now she just humoring herself. She just
She
gotta
talking
feel
to
she
talking.
won.
I just want to get out this
she gotta
parking
feel she
lot.
won.
That's all I want. I want to get out the parking lot. Just I'm not moving out the chair, and you're not moving me. So what is going on? We
Leave
just-
You
her in
already
the
moved.
chair.
You already moved.
I'm already moving.
Put it in the back seat.
Okay, I done took the keys. You can stay in the car. I'm gonna get an Uber and get out of here. How about that?
Not the trunk. I said put it in the back
He's in the
seat.
trunk. He's in the trunk.
This is how you handle your family when they drinking.
Derek said the trunk. I said the back seat.
I will not go nowhere with none of y'all. Y'all will leave me on the side of the road.
No, I'll
Since
put
wanna
you in
be
the
so-
back
You
seat.
said
Since
you
you want to be so difficult.
you
I'm
said
just gonna
you
put
will not be
I'm
moved.
not being difficult.
You said you will not be moved.
We're going to put you in the back seat and let
That's
you
your
talk to the
choice.
back of the seat.
Just give me some more Jello and I'll sit down.
Let-
Yeah, we're going to take you the
Yeah.
Jello and you in the back seat.
I'll give you a shot of Jello.
Let
Put you
me-
in the back seat and lock the
Y'all got more
doors.
Jello? All I need, all you gotta do is give me a couple peppermints and I'll go sit down. Y'all know I'm a candy.
Y'all about to say you know she like candy, so we going to have to get
Let
some.
me pull over to the 7-Eleven and get you some Twizzlers.
Right. Let me give her a little candy,
That's
little
too much.
treat.
That's all you do.
Make sure she don't drink no more.
I'm about to stop
She too
at the stop
Twist
at,
it.
pull over at the 7-Eleven. I'm gonna get you some Twizzlers.
And the damn Twizzler Starburst. Starburst.
Don't ever give her no more alcohol.
Ever.
You know
Yeah.
what, though? I'm not.
Got me
I do
twisted.
act like that when I'm drinking. I do. I do not make sense. I will get you lost. I will get you lost, and I can't see the street signs.
Okay.
So that's why I don't. Y'all haven't seen me driving in a while. I'm legally blind.
That's a beautiful thing.
But you know what?
Don't be
Uncle
driving
Shelton,
no single.
The thing is like we definitely got to get like a code. You know what I'm saying? Like I had one code when I used to go out with my girlfriends, right? And we'll tie this up. I said, one, I'm not holding your purses. I'm not the purse holder, so leave your purses in the car because I'm not doing that. Number two, I will not hold your coat. So you better put your coat in the car. And three, I do not watch your hot pocket or whatever you want to call it down there, your little thing. If you just plan on giving it away to the dudes out there, I am not watching it. You know what I'm saying? I'm not you got that one girl that will make sure you don't go home with nobody, right?
Right.
You got the one girl that might hold your purse.
Right.
You got the one that I'm none of them.
Okay. I get it.
I go to have fun. I go to have fun and not be responsible
and not babysit
for everybody else's situations.
Right.
You don't care who she go home with?
Look, if you drink too much, you on your own.
That's your hot pocket, she said.
I don't watch your hot
That's
pocket.
your homegirl.
I don't.
And she's
Okay.
still gonna be my homegirl because she
What I'm saying
knows.
is you gotta
go
have the
home with a
homegirl that's gonna watch your stuff because I'm not
she
watching
not
none of it. I'm
She
not
just
the
saying.
one. When I used to
I'm
go
not
out
the
to
one
club,
that's on
I'm not
hot
gonna do
pocket
it.
watch.
I'm not on
And
hot pocket watch.
y'all gonna have to get the other girlfriend to watch
Like
the hot
that.
pockets.
Yeah.
Right.
And she can watch your purse
And
get
all
the
day.
coats.
I'm not doing none of it. I'll come to have fun. And then I don't never know because I always got somebody on standby to come pick me up in case you acting stupid.
Right.
Cause I might stay for an hour and then I'm out.
No.
I ain't doing no after hour spots, none of that. So you can get my hot pocket taken.
Hot pocket.
But
This
anyway,
is
it's
it.
like if you got rules like that for your girlfriends, you should have them for emergencies. You know what I mean, Uncle Shelton. You know, if you go, listen, babe, you doing a lot with them Jellos. I see you taking them Jello shooters.
You was only supposed to have 3.
I'm about to get
you
them
on your
keys up
4th
off
one,
you
right?
now.
Let me you on your 4th one. Let me hold the keys.
up off you. I'm
Exactly.
getting the
Full
keys
shot,
up
yo.
off you, right?
Yeah. Keys
So it's like a lot of stuff can be avoided if you plan ahead. You know what I'm saying? And I always plan my escape when I'm going out with somebody. You know, and Coyote already know. He'd be like, she'll be calling me in an hour. Let me make sure I'm available.
Oh, that's me.
Cause I'll last a good hour. I get there, I'll be hyped. I want to go out, and then when I get there, I hate it once I'm there, and then I'm ready to go home. You know what I'm saying? So, but I already have it planned out. He already know in his head, like I already know. I'm just gonna hang around the corner because I know in a couple minutes she about to call me. I'll be like, listen, they smoking weed in here, and I'm paranoid. Can you come and get me? I gotta get out of here. And she wants to go to the after hour. I can't go because they taking hot pockets.
That is nasty. That's nasty. I don't like that. That's nasty.
Not the hot
That
pockets.
secondhand smoke.
That's nasty.
Man, I wanted to go to sleep. I was like, this don't feel right. Why is they smoking in this place? And they
That
wasn't
nasty.
smoking cigarette at all. They was smoking some other stuff. It was so strong. I was like,
Get me out of here.
I was looking around like that, and then I was
Get
like,
me outta
so I
here.
told people,
You done already caught a contact.
yeah, and I didn't know what was going on. So I was like, how come I feel like I want to scream, but I want to sit down, I want to lay down, I want to go to sleep, I want to get back up, I want to scream. Somebody's looking at me. Coyote, can you come get me?
This is it. This is it.
That's too
This
much.
is it.
Yeah.
That's too much.
I was supposed to take pictures, y'all. I was laying down taking pictures. Listen, wait a minute, here you go. I said, why am I laying down taking pictures? I ain't never did this before. I said, listen, I'm ready to go. I said, Coyote, I'm laying down taking pictures. They smoking something here in this club. I want to go home. He came and got me. But
He should.
he already know up front, like he just kind of know, like you said, you kind of know your person, and I could probably, I'm be out for about 4 hours. I'm gonna be jamming. I'm ready to go home. And I was like that when I was younger too. I didn't like staying. I mean, I wanted to get out, but when I got out, it wasn't what I expected.
And I'm ready to go back home.
I'm ready to get out of there. Let me find something else to do. This is crazy. And the DJ ain't playing my song.
Not the DJ not playing my song.
You should have walked up there and tell him to play your song.
Please do.
Play my song.
Play a song.
And then you wear them busted shoes and make your feet hurt.
That's the worst thing, to go out and have the worst shoes on as a woman. I don't know about guys. They tend not to have those issues.
I never understood why women come out the house like that.
Well, you know, now they do the sneaker balls.
And I don't even like the
events
sneaker
like
balls
that
because I prefer to wear shoes. So,
But like, did you know how them shoes?
no.
was gonna feel
Because
before you left
sometimes
the
we
house?
don't put those shoes
Why
on
you
until
so
we...
far down? You like a little midget.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
So, sometimes we don't put those shoes on until we wear them that day.
I feel like I
So
had
we
a
don't know
Jell-O
what the
shot
we
just
might
talking
try
about it.
we might try them on to see if they fit, but we won't actually put them on to wear them until it's time to go out.
Oh.
So we don't know what they feel like in the environment that we're
Especially
gonna.
dancing in them.
Oh yeah.
All right, guys. You know when we start talking about weird stuff like shoes and diapers,
Yeah.
Over the edge.
but I know I didn't go see the Barbie movie, but did anybody see it? It's for kids.
Negative.
Uncle
I don't
Sean,
wanna
you said
see
it
it.
was
It's for kids.
adults.
It's for adults too.
It's for adults. I didn't want to see it. I wanted to see
Yeah,
the Little
I'm-
Mermaid. I like the Little Mermaid.
I didn't
So
see that yet. I want to go see that.
now that is good.
I want to go see that.
You-
I did see Mission Impossible.
I did too.
Did
And
you like it?
I liked it.
That thing was.
Long.
It gave me
I
a
didn't see
heart
that
attack.
yet. I
I
gotta
was
go
like,
see
why
that.
is it so much suspense?
It was a lot of suspense, and it was long, but it was good.
Who's in that?
It was Tom Cruise.
Tom Cruise. Oh, okay.
But I don't know the rest
That,
of them
what
people.
part is that?
Oh, Vin Rames was in there, right?
Yep.
What part was
Holiday.
that was number what?
4.
Number 4. Yeah, I want to see that.
Uncle Shelton, what you go see? Or you watch movies where you
Uh,
are right there? You got a big wall to watch.
Yeah, I
movies.
just watched Transformers with the
That
kids.
was good too.
I saw the
I saw
Transformers, too.
Transformers. That was good. Now that was good.
Shoot.
That definitely was good.
Yeah, man, we done
that's
seen
good.
every movie. Them movies is expensive nowadays. That's gas money.
Them snacks is
Yeah,
expensive.
you ain't lying.
You can finagle the smack. The
Yeah,
snacks.
Transformers was
Them
good.
snacks is expensive.
You
I
can
take my
finagle it.
backpack and put snacks in them.
That's
Oh
what
my
I'm saying.
gosh.
You can definitely finagle the snack situation. But
I'm not going with him. I'm not going.
Yeah.
I'm not going. I'm not.
Put the
We
snacks
should
in my
all go
backpack.
No,
we gonna have
no.
Uncle Shelton on a camera like this. Uncle Shelton be watching. Uncle Shelton, you can watch the movie with us.
Yeah.
Next movie, we're going all the movie theater and Mr. Majestic Rock gonna have all the snacks.
And they gonna stop him at the door, and I'm gonna keep going.
He gonna have like Burger King meals
I'ma
in
keep
that
going.
My
backpack.
Twizzlers.
I'm gonna keep going.
M&Ms.
No.
All right, guys. I
Goobers.
appreciate y'all. We are hour and 33
Yeah.
minutes in, talking crazy as hell.
Overtime.
We're gonna be having some guests coming in the next couple of weeks, guys. We're gonna do some match my flow.
Ooh.
We got some people that's gonna come in, and we're gonna do some match my flow, which is gonna be awesome. And see what else we're gonna be coming up with. But anyway, I appreciate y'all tonight.
Yeah.
That y'all get everything off y'all chest.
Yes.
Uncle Shelton, you had a
Almost.
chance to fry me like a fried egg, and you was trying your best to be nice, but you just stole the keys and the conversation over. I done been took the keys and put out the car. The conversation
Listen,
over.
it been over. Straight to the
Yeah,
point.
pretty much.
You already know he's straight to the point.
Yeah,
Yo.
go ahead and get in the
But
car.
the
I
moral of
tried.
the story is everyone has a soft spot. You just gotta know what
What
it
it
is,
is.
you know. And you could have got me with Twizzlers.
That's Twizzlers.
Hey, I'll give you a pack of Twizzlers for the keys. Here you go.
This is it.
That's a big kid right there.
And
Yeah,
Uncle Shelton, he
yeah.
need a midget, and you get the keys from him. Oh, not a midget, a short person. That was a short. It was a short person. You said the short person.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
You know,
I knew what she was talking about.
I didn't say
He
midget.
didn't say midgets. He just said
He said-
short
Yeah,
women.
I said
put
short.
the
but yeah.
discretion sign.
Right.
No midgets were hurt in this conversation.
He didn't
I
say
didn't
midgets.
mean
He said
midget. I
short
apologize.
women.
I'm
Short
taking
women.
accountability.
Yeah, I said short women.
I'm being accountable for the midget statement. I'll retract that. I didn't mean that, but
All right, keep on.
but
Midgets
Uncle
come jump
Shelton
you there.
probably did mean it.
This is it.
Don't get jumped
Hey.
by no midgets now.
Yo.
I's married now, so that is off the records.
Okay,
That's right.
well, the short people, you would have got the keys
That a long
off
time
of
ago, long
Uncle
time ago.
Shelton with a short person long time ago. And Majestic Raw,
So
all you
how
had to do
would
was offer him a vegan meal.
Yeah, I'll take a veggie, impossible burger.
And what, I
Some
think,
French fries.
what we gotta give T to get the keys off of T? You got promise her a nice night out on the town with some nice shoes.
Right.
Yeah, some shoes.
All right, Uncle Sean, you got last words?
Y'all be easy
Be easy.
and be safe,
Be safe.
and I'll holler at you later.
Later.
All right, peace, y'all. Y'all have a good one.
Peace.
Peace.
On the edge.
With Sonji on the Coyote Man Show Network.